welcome to W3L Wrestling Showdown here on the W3L network. I am Stevie Wizard. Thank you for joining us, subscribing, being part of this, following us on Twitter, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. I say this every week, but you know that anyway, so I hope you've done it already. Ladies and gentlemen, last week we saw a #1 Contenders Battle Royal. We saw Big Dave Jeremi defeat a whole host of top competition, and he now gets a shot at Joey Legend, which is coming up very, very shortly. Joey Legend's heavyweight title reign has been marred by controversy. He has attacked referees, ring announcers, taken wrestlers on stretchers. He's done everything he can to remain champion, and he's broken probably every rule in the book along the way. This week here on Wrestling Showdown, he faced a man he is unfamiliar with, a man he's never wrestled before, and a man who physically is probably the same size as Joey Legend. I believe there's only like a few pounds weight difference. This is going to be a real test for Joey Legend. It's going to be an even bigger test for Dave Jeremi. It's an intriguing contest, to say the least, so shall we find out what happens? I thought you'd say that. Let's race down to ringside right now as Joey Legend defends the W3L Heavyweight title against Big Dave Jeremi.
Singles match set for one fall, and it's for the W3L Heavyweight Championship. Using boss to my left, he is your challenger. He is from Livingston. He weighs 255 pounds. This is Big Dave Jeremi. Introducing his opponent to my right. He is from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He weighs 252 pounds. He is currently the W3L Heavyweight Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce here with you on Wrestling Showdown, and the heavyweight title is on the line as that man there, Joe Legend, gets set to defend the championship against the clearly more popular of the two men, it has to be said, Big Dave Jeremi. Now, it was just last week that Jeremi overcame a whole host of wrestlers in that #1 Contendership Battle Royal, and of course it was no easy task. He eliminated Johnny Lyons last, and this has granted him the opportunity to challenge Legend for the Heavyweight Championship. You may not be all that familiar with Jeremi. I am sure you are familiar with Joey Legend. His reign of terror, you could say, has been raging through W3L for quite a while. Of course, we saw him here just 2 weeks ago, retaining the championship against Grado. Had to hit him in the head with a belt to do it. But of course, that's become a hallmark of Joey Legend's championship reign. He will do whatever it takes and use any means necessary to keep hold of that much coveted W3L heavyweight title. Nothing lock up, and Legend, he's got a man that's slightly heavier than he is, albeit by 3 pounds, in the form of Dave Jeremi, so he's going to have a hard job muscling this guy around. And look at this, nobody gains an advantage there. Now, it's fair to say Legend has a gigantic experience edge. He debuted in 1992. Jeremi only debuted in November of 2014, so he does lack a lot of experience, but he's done a hell of a lot in his SSW tenure. Of course, he's one half of the tag team champions there right now, and he's faced many of the best that SSW has to offer, as he just backs Joe Legend up. I think Dave's going to have to use his physical. Oh, and Legend just smacked him right on top of the head. I don't know if he connected as cleanly as would have liked, but it's certainly enough. And Dave Jeremi, he's not going to be intimidated. He fires straight back. And he's not going down. I've seen Legend drop people with one shot, but Jeremi taking everything, absorbing it and firing back. And he hits a clothesline. That's exactly how he eliminated Johnny Lyons last week. But this isn't a battle royal. More's the pity for Dave Jeremi. He needs a pin or a submission over Joe Legend. Something that's proved to be very elusive for everybody in W3L as of yet. Certainly when the title is on the line. Look at them fighting around the building here. Legend being bounced off the wall, it seems. And Jeremy's got him trapped. Now he has to watch out he doesn't get counted out, because of course that would mean that Legend would retain the title. But Jeremi, determined that he's not going to be keeping back from Legend, he's going to go straight for him, and that's exactly what he's done. This is what Jeremi, I think, needs to do. He needs to stay on. Look at this, getting the fans involved. The referee being really lenient, but then when you consider some of the stuff Legend's done as heavyweight champion, maybe turnabout's fair play, you know. And Jeremi breaking the count, but that gave Legend enough time to recover. And Jeremi rams Legend's face in the ring apron, because as I'm sure you're aware, there's no mats, there's no padding on that part of the ring. It's just a thick wooden board over a metal frame. And Jeremi, certainly the more popular man at the crowd's side, he's going to set up a clothesline. And Legend moves. And there's going to be some of the inexperience of Dave Jeremi. Had Legend when he wanted him, and maybe give him too much of a respite. And this is where Legend becomes his most dangerous, when he has you down, when he has you wounded. And we've seen what Legend can do on the outside of the ring. If you don't believe me, just go back and watch any of his previous appearances here on Showdown. You'll see exactly what I mean. And Legend had a fairly difficult time, I would assume, because if you saw the Battle Royal, there's a lot of people in there, people maybe Legend isn't all that familiar with, and he's had to kind of prepare. So he's had 7 days, so I'm sure he's looked up as much as he can on Dave Jeremi. But of course, having maybe a week to prepare for a match in between everything else that Joe Legend does when he's not here on Showdown, it doesn't give him a lot of time, and I maybe think that Dave Jeremi is going to pull something out of the bag that Legend isn't expecting, and he's having his head squashed against the ring post. And that must be all sorts of pain. I can't imagine that Jeremy's ever felt anything quite like this before. And right to the eyes. They spent more time on the floor than they have in the ring, it has to be said. Of course, you can only retain your title by pin or submission, or indeed win it by pin or submission, inside the ring. And you see Jeremi fighting back. As I said earlier, he's the more popular of the two. You can hear the fans cheering for him. I think that's partly because nobody likes Joe Legend. They kind of want to see the belt taken off him, and I'm sure they'd cheer anybody against him in that quest. If it has to be said that Jeremi does have a whole bunch of supporters here, and they all want to see him become the new W3L Heavyweight Champion. And as the fans chant his name, Legend just throttles him on that top rope. And down goes Dave Jeremi. He's a big man, 255 pounds, as you heard your ring announcer say, as Legend hits a leg drop and goes in for a cover. Saying it was 3, but it clearly wasn't. So yeah, Jeremi may lack practical experience, but physically, he's obviously a powerful man who does a lot of weightlifting and stuff. He plays American football or some variation thereof anyway, so he's got some speed and stamina and agility as well that maybe you wouldn't expect for a man of his size. Got these short jabs to the face of Joe Legend, sends him off the ropes, and he went for a drop kick. There's the agility I was talking about. Maybe didn't quite get as high as he would have liked, but Legend held the ropes. That's those veteran instincts that I was talking about. And Legend, the one thing he mustn't do is overlook Dave Jeremi. And Legend just mocking him, as there's a tendency to do. and slams him down. And drops the oh my god elbow. And look at this, what a weak cover. That's just disrespect. And there's no way Dave Jeremi is going to get pinned like that. Going to have to put more coverage across the shoulders. Jeremy's been a former hardcore champion in SSW as well, so he needs his fair share of being hit with weapons, being smashed through tables and dishing those kind of beatings out as well. So he can take a pounding, and he's going to have to if he wants to defeat Joe Legend. And every time Jeremi is gaining the advantage, every time he's got the match going his way, something happens. Legend finds a chink in the armour, if you like, and is able to fire back and cut off his momentum. And just drops him on his skull. Joe Legend has knocked Dave Jeremi out, I am sure. No, he hasn't. Dave Jeremi kicks out now. He just got dropped right on his head. I'm surprised he had enough presence of mind to kick out of that. He may not even know where he is right now. And Joe Legend is reveling in this. But he misses the elbow drop. Took a bit too long. How Jeremy's come back is anybody's guess. That was a nasty drop on the head he took. Legend catches him with that sleeper hold. Obviously feels like there's a bit too much stamina and power in Dave Jeremi. Wants to slow him down. He'll try and knock him out. Jeremi trying to get the crowd behind him. Though I think, to be honest, they're already there. And you can hear them clapping, chanting his name. They're all willing this man on. The SSW faithful want this guy to become the new heavyweight champion. But he needs to get the sleeper hold to do it. I think he's fading. Legend seems to have that locked in tightly. Referee Paul Huntley right there. The arm drop once. That's twice. Once more and it's all over. No, there's still some life left in Dave Jeremi. And he fights back to his feet. Again, he's a big man. Possibly the heaviest man that Joe Legend has wrestled in his time as W3L Heavyweight Champion. Legend off the ropes and just stomps Dave Jeremi. Now that's twice he's gone head first in the mat. And the ring is not like a trampoline, it's not all that soft. There's a little padding, but it's still pretty solid. You just ask anybody in W3L that's been slammed in there and they will tell you. And a kick right to the face again. And it's all targeting the head as Joe Legend goes in for a cover to try and wrap this match up, but Jeremi's still with fight left in him. He must be risking a concussion here. He's been dropped in his head. He just got kicked in the face there as well. I mean, Dave Jeremi is taking some serious abuse in this match. He's about to be seeing double. He's having to hold himself up in the corner here. And another shot to the face. Legend could be setting up for that running forearm. Hang on. Jeremi's caught him and launched him across the ring with the D-bone. Now I don't know where he got that one from. That may be just pure instinct more than anything else, but Dave Jeremi launches Joey Legend and both men down. Your referee Paul Huntley applying the 10 count. Dave Jeremi barely stirred. Legend starting to go up. Up to 7. Legend's up. Jeremi's just about up. He needs a couple more of those D-bones if he wants to unseat Legend. But he seems to have found a second wind. Launches Legend across the ring and gives him a backdrop. And Legend landed hard on that one. And you see Jeremi using his body weight and raining some fists down upon the head of Joey Legend. Legend reeling here. Jeremi, not normally a high flyer, obviously feels he needs to. And he hits a shoulder block. That's a big man to come flying through there on you. This could be it. Oh, but he doesn't go for a cover. He doesn't go for a cover. That could have been a mistake. Jeremi may have had this one in the bag. And he drops down Legend. The whole ring shakes, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Jeremi, so close to becoming the heavyweight champion. I think maybe if he'd gone for a cover after the shoulder block, that could have been it. Couple more shots. Dave Jeremi has got Ledge where he wants him. Had some success with those 10 punches earlier on. And he's going for it again. But Legend knocks him off and just boots him in the face. Now Joey Legend clearing the turnbuckles again, not something he normally does, but Dave's got him. And Legend's about to go for a short trip with a bad landing. Dave's got him across the shoulders, or had anyway. And Jeremi with that closing of his own. Again, he's a powerful man. And he drops him down. Goes in for a cover. But Legend kicked out. Not enough weight across the shoulders. Again, I think maybe Jeremi's inexperience being to his detriment here. This is certainly a great learning curve for him facing Joey Legend. But he's used his master's physicality well. Again, the football drills he goes through every week have benefited him as he comes charging across the ring and crashing into Joe Legend. Oh, and he almost hit the referee. Legend grabs Paul Huntley. Oh, and Joe Legend takes the opportunity to clobber Dave Jeremi from behind. Every sneaky tactic you can think of. And there's the stonecutter. This is going to end it. Joey Legend is going to retain the heavyweight title, but he doesn't. Somehow Dave Jeremi kicks out the stonecutter. Legend can't believe it. He looks on in disbelief. He looks shocked. That has defeated so many individuals over the years. Legend setting up, could be for another forearm again. Jeremi ducked. Well, clobbered. He's a bit slow moving. I think he's rattled after all the shots he's taken to the head. Legend hits him again. But once more, Dave Jeremi kicks out. This is the biggest opportunity of his career to challenge for the W3L Heavyweight title. He went through all those men in the Battle Royal last week and he's not going to go down without a fight. And you can see that here as he kicks out the short arm clothesline. Dave Jeremi is going to give this his all. I think Joe Legend is going to have to nail his shoulders to the canvas. He wants to pin him. And look at this. He's got hold of the tag team belt. That's one of the SSW tag straps that Jeremi holds. And we've seen Legend use this before, but Jeremi got him. And now he's got the tag belt. Referee not allowing this. You can't go using a tag championship belt in this match. As he puts it down, Legend waffles him with the heavyweight title. Well, that's how he beat Grado just a couple of weeks ago. And it ends the match from here this week as well.
And still W3L Heavyweight Champion.
So yet again, Legend resorts to cheating and illegal use of the championship belt to retain the title. And he is still the champion this week on Wrestling Showdown.
So yet again, Joey Legend has to resort to cheating to retain the heavyweight title. But rightly or wrongly, he is still the heavyweight champion. And you can bet the 7 participants in this year's 7 Deadly Sins tournament coming your way on Saturday, June 25th in Kirkcaldy have got their eyes on him and that championship. I'm sure you already know the 7 participants in the 7 Deadly Sins tournament, but if you don't, let me quickly recap them. You're going to be seeing the contingency plan: James Scott, Taylor Bryden, Dickie Divers, the Coffey Brothers, Mark and Joe, Mike Musso and Nathan Reynolds. 7 of the very best W3L has to offer. People have said this is the deepest, most talented lineup in 7 Deadly Sins history. They may well be right. And those 7 men are going to go to war in pro wrestling's toughest tournament on Saturday, June 25th in Kirkcaldy for 7 Deadly Sins. As I revealed last week, the day before, June the 24th, it's the Friday, we are debuting in Portree and El Technico gets a championship match against Joe E. Legend. It's not getting taped. If you want to see that match, you need to be there in Portree live and in person for what promises to be a fantastic contest. You know how good El Técnico is, right? This is going to be tremendous, and you can only see it by being there live. And in fact, on all of our live events coming up in June and July, we've got some fantastic exclusive matches that you can only see by being there in person. So make sure you are. Again, Portree is Friday, June 24th. 7 Deadly Sins is Saturday, June 25th. And in High Valleyfield, where we will be on Sunday, June 26th. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that Dewey Legend will be in High Valleyfield. No doubt with the heavyweight belt in tow, because I assume he's probably cheated to retain it again. But he will be there, as will the winner of the 7 Deadly Sins tournament. Legend and whoever it is that wins are going to be signing the contract for the main event of Resolution 10. And as if that's not all, both Legend and the 7 Deadly Sins winner will get to choose opponents for each other at that event. So if you want to see who they pick, you must be in High Valleyfield on Sunday, June the 26th. Again, tickets for those 3 events I just mentioned are available from our website, W3LWrestling.com. Use Showdown as a coupon code for 20% off. But that's not all, because the following week, on Thursday, June 30th, we will be in Pennycook. On Friday, July 1st, it's the start of our annual Northern Tour. We head all the way up to Wick. On Saturday, which is July the 2nd, we are going to be in both Ullapool and in Elgin for 2 shows in the same day. And then we round out the Northern Tour on Sunday, July 3rd by going to Dingwall. Make sure you are at as many of these events you can, because again, live exclusives, people, stuff you can only see by being there in person. And why would you want to miss a minute of W3L live action? I can't give you an answer for that. I really can't. So go to our website and get your tickets. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, use the hashtag W3L Wrestling Showdown. Subscribe to this channel and come back next week, because we've got loads more fantastic stuff happening here on Wrestling Showdown.